You want to argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? I can't argue with you. I'm happy. Leave me alone. I'm happy. Leave me alone. I think I'm gonna start off every YouTube video like this from now on. I like it. What's good, everybody? It's your man CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in back with another video. So, check this out. I saw a video from one of my favorite YouTubers, YourFavNurse B. Please go check her out on YouTube. She's very dope. She makes nursing content. She became a RN not too long ago. She was an LPN. She just has an amazing story. I've been watching her for probably a little over like a year and a half, almost 2 years now. So check her out. But she made a video and it inspired this video and it got me to thinking. She has said that the residents in the nursing home are getting younger and younger. She said she had a bunch of patients and she just noticed that between 70 and 80% of them were in their 50s, like 40s, 50s, and 60s. And I'm just like, wow, that makes sense because I've noticed that as I work agency and, having a staff job and everything like that, the residents are starting to get younger and younger and younger. And then, I just sit back and I just ask myself, well, what is the cause of that? Why are these residents going into these situations, going into these nursing homes at such a young age? Back in the day, being in a nursing home was almost seen as, oh, it's just an old folks thing, an old folks home. But as time progressed, they're getting younger and younger and younger. I even seen a man back when I was a senior. He was in a nursing home in his 20s. Now he was in an accident, so that's kind of different. But it's just hard to see something like that. And then I had another resident that I tell you about frequently. He was he's in a nursing home, very young guy, and it's just crazy to see. And again, that guy was born with an illness. He was born with the ailment that he couldn't really help. But now, what she was saying is that we are having a whole demographic of people coming into these nursing facilities so much younger from diseases that could have been prevented. I see so many people with diabetes in nursing homes. It's not even funny. Um, Diabetes is one of those diseases that creeps up on you. In the beginning, you don't see a lot of symptoms, and boom, one day you got diabetes. And diabetes is not a disease that you want to play with. It is the silent, it offs you silently. You dig what I'm saying? It offs you silently. It takes away your sight. You can lose your limbs, fellas. When you got diabetes, it stops your joint from working. If you know what I'm saying, it stops you from rising to the occasion. If you feel what I'm talking about, because um, it has a lot to do with the blood flow and the nerves. So that is something that we want to take into consideration. High blood pressure. That's another thing that's prevalent throughout the nursing homes, especially like with these young dudes and these young ladies that are in these facilities. So I mean, all you see, like when you on a cart, losartan, amlodipine, tropolol, and some of that just comes from having not taken care of ourselves when we were supposed to. And yes, that stuff does creep up. That's why, I'm working on it, getting these guns popping. You dig? Staying in the gym, working on eating right. My girl, she's cooking up like healthy meals, and we've been working out and just really trying to take better control of our health, because these patients and these residents are starting to become younger and younger. And it's actually very sad, because I feel like at 50, 60 years old, you should be really enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? You close to retirement. If you're not retired, you doing your thing. You're supposed to be out here traveling the world, and it's just something sad. Now I get some of the things that they may be in there for, they cannot control, but a lot of the things that these people are in these facilities for can be very controlled. It's just about having discipline. And I'm not just saying that to make content, but I'm saying that as a reminder to myself. Like, and that's the thing about working as a nurse and working in these facilities, especially like these long-term care settings. Like, we have absolutely, as nurses, we have examples every day in our face of what could happen if we don't take proper care of ourselves. It's just the facts. Um, Seeing these different places and ending up in these different places. That's why I say it is a great balance between working hard and leisure. You dig what I'm saying? Working hard and enjoying life. And I think the key to life is finding that sweet spot in the middle. You work hard, but then you have balance to bring to your life. You feel me? You work hard, but you have fun. You work 2-3 weeks out the month, then you spend 10 days on vacation, and throughout those 3 weeks you grinding, you eating better, you eating right, and then during those vacation days you have a little fun. It's about, you eat what you want to eat or whatever. You don't go crazy, but you have you some fun. And it's the key is balance. And that's one thing that we have to learn, because I know sometimes as nurses we get so caught up in the grind, we get so caught up in the money. But you have to understand too, and one thing that I've truly learned is that once these computers go off, once this internet shuts down, once you turn that phone off, it is literally you. It's only you and maybe the people that's in your household. The rest of the world is not there. I'm not there. I mean, they're there, but it's really you. And the world does not care really what you're doing. You feel me? Because a lot of us get caught up on keeping up with the Joneses and everything like that. And that can contribute to stress. And stress is another way these people are ending up in these nursing homes. You stressed about everything else. You stressed about so many things that's out of your control. And it can't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? I get, life happens. We all gonna have challenges and struggles, but you have to do what's best for you. And Nurse B made another video, her most recent one, about her last shift. This is why I love her channel, because I really feel like in a lot of ways she's the female version of me, when it comes to this nursing game, because her outlook, like, her and I have very similar outlooks. And she said she worked her last shift as a nurse, and she really want to focus on her business and her dreams and her goals. And I get that. I really do get that. You know what I'm saying? And you just don't want to be 50, 60 years old, potentially sick, just living with like a life full of regrets. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with being goal oriented, but you have to find that balance. Men, we got to work hard regardless of what it is. You dig what I'm saying? We got to provide. We have to have income coming in. That's a no brainer. We got to get a skill. We become good at the skill. We leverage it out to the market. We get a good income so we can survive and we can live and we can thrive. And then we introduce the balance, because a lot of us want to have fun without putting in the work. It's okay with having fun, but if you ain't putting in the work, it don't matter, because you're not gonna have the income or the funds to have to live a decent life and do what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you want to chase girls, you want to, it is what it is, but you still have to put in that work in order to do that. How you gonna take a girl out on a date and y'all broke? You dig what I'm saying? And I know, girls mess with broke men all the time, but I'm just saying, to live a decent adult male life, not decent, a good adult male life, it still requires work. I'm not saying that you don't have to work, but balance is the key. You still need to be out here working 60 hours a week, but at the same time, working in the field that we do, it's a highly stressful environment. Every day, our nursing license is on the line. So we cannot compare ourselves, especially us who do work a lot, us, the people that do work a lot. We cannot compare our careers and what we do to other careers. We cannot do that because it's very unique. And that is why I tell all y'all nurses, y'all need to go book these vacations. We need to work out. We need to start eating better to preserve our life. Men, what is the average age of a man? 50, 60, 65? And and all praises go to God. But I want to live a long, joyous, happy life. And when you cut these computers off, when you cut that internet off, and it's just you at home, you stuck there with you. You may be trying to live up to the standards of what some YouTuber had to say, but when you cut that computer off, that YouTuber not there with you. I'm not there with you. You have to do what you have to do for you. So that's all I'm saying. It's about balance and it's about being happy. And it's crazy because nursing is one of the most self-reflective fields that I've ever seen, that I've ever been a part of. Because when you look at other people, you think about your life. And I think that's just something we instinctually do as human beings. You look at your life and you be like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to end up like this if I can help it. And that's just something we all do, whether we, want to admit it or not. It's really just something that we all do. So we just got to take care of ourselves, and not just nurses, but everybody. But we really do have to take care of ourselves because we are in a highly stressful environment. So many of my favorite YouTube nurses are quitting, and rightfully so. I understand. It makes sense now because at first I didn't understand, but a lot of the things that they require you to do, even in an LPN setting, is starting to get ridiculous. There's no reason that any nurse should have 50 patients. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And they tried to play me like that um, a while ago, but that's a different story for a different day. So, anyway, maintain that balance. Work hard, but play harder. You feel me? Because life is short. Life is short. You got to put in that work though, but you got to play harder. If you working 3 weeks straight, I need you to take 10 off, 10 days off, and go do something. You got to recharge. Like that's mandatory. That's why so many of y'all are miserable now, and you're gonna make yourself sick because you work, and work with no play, with no chance to recharge your energy. And like I said, I done learned a lot um, over the past couple months about myself. I mean, I learned about myself every day, but you, my dad told me that you have to be comfortable with making the decisions that you make every day. Because at the end of the day, only thing that matters is you when you lay down at night, because it's only you. Forget what your mama, your daddy think, your brother may think, your girl may think. It's still just you when you laying down at night by yourself. And it will hurt to be 50, 60 years old, looking back on life, talking about something what could have been, what should have been, living a life full of regrets, never even trying. I've accomplished the goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about myself personally. I've accomplished the goal of being in a space to where I can make good money. You know what I'm saying? I can make good money. Now it's that time to really focus on the things that really bring me peace and joy. I don't know if y'all can see it, but these suitcases right here, that's my peace. Talking to y'all, doing these podcasts, that's my peace. And I don't want to end up in a situation where I'm so stressed trying to worry about everybody else and what everybody else think and what I should be, that I end up sick and kneeling over and dying in my 50s. And you know what? I'm going to keep it real. I know that the price of living is going up all over the country. I know that. But from what I've seen, some of the happiest people that I know and that I've seen, and this is only from the outside looking in, but some of the happiest people that I know don't make six figures. You feel me? And I'm not saying that should not be a goal because I want to get rich. But just from my observations, some of the happiest people that I know don't make six figures. They work their job, they work their little 72 hours every 2 weeks, and they go on about their day, and they just as happy. And guess what? Because when they close their door and they home, I'm not there, nobody else is there, and they good. So strive for what you want to strive for, fellas. I believe we got to work hard. That's my motto. It's always been that way. That's all I know. But I am going to introduce more balance into my life and really start going for the things that I want. So, anyway, that was my little video. So make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Uh, and I appreciate y'all been rocking with me. We had a good show last night. Um, now that I'm starting to get my live stream footing back in the game, I've had more and more people are starting to watch now. the live stream. So y'all be on the lookout for the THVN live shows. I really appreciate y'all. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't do nothing else, get paid, young nurse, get paid. I'm happy. Leave me alone. You want to argue? Leave me alone. Peace.